to the summer of love.
So in this first video of QBASIC, the topics which we're gonna cover will be the introduction, what is QBASIC, what was BASIC, and the window of QBASIC, elements of QBASIC, because these are the very vast things which I need to explain in detail. So one by one I will be explaining it to you. So let's start with the introduction. Before we go to this introduction of QBASIC, let's know something about BASIC, because QBASIC is a version of BASIC. Now BASIC is a high-level programming language which was developed by John Kemeny and Thomas Kurtz in 1963. The full form of BASIC is Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. This language was specially developed for training the beginners in programming. The beginning things, the basic things which programming needs, this basic program helps the programmers to learn about that. So in later 1991, Microsoft released a newer version of BASIC, that is QBASIC, and its full form is Quick Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. It was included for free with MS-DOS 5 and its later versions. It also comes packed with the Windows operating system. It is also a high-level language that helps us to write, edit and execute a program. It has an interpreter which converts program codes into machine language. Now in our operating system we have two language processor, one is interpreter, one is compiler. Now interpreter, compiler both transfers or converts the high level language into machine language, but interpreter converts one line at a time, whereas the compiler converts all the lines. Suppose in a program we have 10 lines, so compiler will compile or execute all 10 lines into low level language, but interpreter will do it once at a while. So one by one it takes more time. Okay, so this is about the introduction. Now here when you open a QBASIC you see this kind of window. This is the menu bar where the menus like file, edit, view, search, run, debug, options, these are the menus which help us to create or write a program, even save it. This is the program window. Out here we write the program. Do you see it's a welcome to DOS version of QBASIC. It's a copyright because it's a product of Microsoft company, so the copyright symbol and its versions are there. Now immediate window will show you about what are the errors are being raised by this program. If there's any program while you compile it or while you debug it, after writing a program we need to debug it. I will be showing it to you in the later programs, okay, in the later of this video, in the part 2 video basically. So when you write a program, after you compile it, you will see the errors over here in the immediate window, and this is the status bar, that where is the arrow, what these F1, enter, escape buttons will help you to do with this QBASIC window. So basically this is the window where we work the where we write the programs. We cannot just open any editor and we just start writing. QBASIC is the editor for writing basic programmings. Okay. Next, the elements of QBASIC. Now QBASIC, while writing a program, what are the specific elements we use? We need to understand that we just cannot write anything. Okay, there are separate character set, constants, variables which we need to use while writing this QBASIC program. Now basic elements which require to construct a QBASIC programs are character set, constants, variables, operators and statements. For today's video we will see up to operators. So let's get into it. Now character set, as we know about characters, all alphabets are being used in small and capital both types. Numbers and special symbols like this operators and @ symbol, dollar symbol, these are the special characters which are used in QBASIC. So basically all the 26 letters we use and 10 numbers we use, and all the operators and some special characters we use in QBASIC. Next, constants. What is a constant? It is a data and value that can't be changed during program execution. When you set up one value for a variable, what is a value, what is a variable, I will be explaining in the later of this video, so stay at the end of the video. So the values which we assign to a variable, we cannot change it during the program. Until the end of the program the values will remain same, and these are things called constant. Constants means which doesn't change. So we have numeric type of two types of constants. One is a numeric constant, one is string constant. Now numeric constant are integer and decimal values, like here you can see examples, integer values, negative numbers also, and decimal values also. Now string means what? A set of characters, like your name. If someone's name is Aman or whatever it is, more than one character is called a string. So if someone is having a name Amit, A-M-I-T, 4 characters, so it's a collection of characters and it's a string. Set of letters, words and characters enclosed in double quotes are called string. Now whenever you use a string, you need to use the double quotes. For a numeric constant, we don't have to use double quotes, but for string constant we must use double quotes. While I'll be showing you some examples, you will see how it works. Now variables. So after constants we have variables. Variables is what? It's a named memory location where we store a value. A variable is a name given to a memory location that has a value. So sometimes if I need to assign something in maths, which we do know, let a equals to 10, that a will become the variable and 10 is the value which is assigned by the assignment operator, that is equal to. Now I know these are very difficult things to understand without an example, so slowly I will be moving towards the example, so stay tuned. So we have two numeric types of variable. One is numeric variable and string variable. So numeric value, it has to start with alphabets. It can be formed by the letters as well as digits, and it stores only numeric values. So whatever variable you will define has to start with the alphabets. It can be a combination of alphabets and letters or whatever. Alphabets and numbers, but it has to start with a letter. Here the name of the variable is, you can see, class, and it is assigning, or it is having a value 6, that is numeric value. As the name states that we can only assign numeric values to the variable. So here class is the variable name and 6 is the value assigned, 6 is the numeric value assigned to the variable class. I hope you have understood. Now for string variables, so it contains alphanumeric values and should end with $sign. So whatever name you provide, it has to end with a $sign and stores string values. Now here is this example, name $equal to Krishna. Now here name $ is the variable name and Krishna is the value assigned to the variable name. Now before here we have seen, so this is the numeric value assigned to the variable class, and here the string value, it's a name because it cannot have any numeric values. So in this string value, this particular string value has been assigned to this variable name. But हमें कैसे पता चलेगा ये एक string value है? Because if we see a dollar in it, so we will understand, अच्छा इसमें कोई string store हुआ है. Okay, for numeric values we don't have any dollars, but for string values we must use a $sign. Okay. Next we have operators. Operators, I hope you all know the symbols which we use for basic operations like arithmetic operator, relational operator and logical operation. So one by one let's see. So used for mathematical calculation. For this you all have known about this in your maths also, plus for addition, subtraction. These are some examples, plus like that. So these are the things we normally use in QBASIC. Multiplication. For multiplication sign we use this star, or it's called asterisk. And division, this backslash. For integer division, front slash, exponential, that means power function, modular division. So you don't have to go very deep into it. Mod means modular division. So when you divide 7 by 3, the remainder which comes, it gives the it's basically called modular division, means remainder division. I hope you have learned it in your maths classes about this. So these are some arithmetic operators. Now next we have relational operators, which is used to compare two values. Like this is a equal to operator example to check whether value of A and value of B are equal or not. This is greater than, this is less than, this is greater equal to, this is lesser equals to, this is not equal to. So A is greater than or B or not, A is lesser than B or not, A greater or equal to B or not. These all works when these variables, because these are variables and you have to provide some values into it, these all works when there is a value assigned to this variable. And then we have a logical operator. For logical operator we basically don't use some examples when it goes with this relational operator only. When we are using more than one relational expression, we use logical operator. Used to combine two or more relational expressions, return single value, true or false. Whether it's true or false, it will return that particular value. It doesn't return values like which one is greater, which one is lesser. It returns value either true or false. And we have examples like and or not. These are some basic things because you all are learning about this in the first time. So at first it will be a little bit difficult, but believe me, these are the very interesting and very easy to learn in computer, this programming languages. So that's all for today. I hope you have understood the concepts. In this video we have learned about what is QBASIC, what is the QBASIC window, what are the parts it has, what are the elements we use in QBASIC. Yes, obviously the operator element I have skipped because I am keeping it into the next video, so that with an example when I will be defining each statements you will understand it better. So if you have liked this video, hit the like button, comment, and if you want it to be learned by other people, also share this video. If you're new to this channel, subscribe the channel and activate the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, which I'll be doing it soon, you will get the notification of it. So till then, bye.